I'll do a follow-up as well.
Okay, we'll go ahead. Who wants to go first?
I guess that many people will regard that as one of the most unexpected results in modern times, really. I mean, on reflection, could you have done anything different? Should you have done anything different?
I mean, in hindsight, it's easy to say the declaration might have not been timed at the right thing, but I thought last night it was a positive thing to do. We're a side that want to go out there and win test matches. We got ourselves in a position where we could do that, and credit to the West Indies. They played really well today. They made it very difficult for us to get on top of them, create much pressure against them, and I thought Shide played very well.
Where do you think you lost the game? Could you score more runs first time round? Is that the problem?
I think, if we're being brutally honest, the first 2 days we weren't as good as we can be. To bat first, win the toss, and only make what we did is probably not anywhere near what we're capable of. And I think the most pleasing thing for me was the way we fought back into the game. Previously, when we've been behind the 8 ball, we've struggled to do that. I thought we showed great character, great determination and fight to get in a position last night where we could declare, put them under pressure, and try and get a win from. Looking at the back end of day 2, it was an unlikely possibility. So really pleasing on that part, and very frustrating that we weren't able to take the 10 wickets today.
Did anything about the West Indies surprise you in terms of their level of performance, given how convincingly you won edge press?
No, at no point have I thought that they're not a talented side that have got some great players. I've always said that they're a side that want to prove a point, that they've got young players that haven't got a great amount of experience but have got good skill level, and if you're not on it and you don't play up to your best, then they have the ability to turn you over, and that's exactly what they did to us this week. And we've got to make sure we turn up at Lords, we're right on it, and we put in 5 days of really good test cricket as a team.
Why do you think that you weren't at your best in the first couple of days, when this is a problem that you've had for some time? I know you managed to get back-to-back wins against South Africa, which you wanted to build on, but again, it's one game up and then another game down.
Yeah, I think we won the toss and batted first, and then we didn't play the conditions very well, if we're being brutally honest. We didn't see that the ball was necessarily moving around how it was, and we maybe could have played that slightly differently. Again, guys got in and got out and didn't go on and support Stokes. I thought he played tremendously well in that first innings, and we just needed 2 or 3 partnerships which would have got us to a decent score on what was a slightly bowler-friendly wicket. It did surprise me, having seen it. Sun out at the toss, it looked like a dead cert bat first, and it probably wasn't as clear as that once we got out there. And credit to the West Indies again, they bowled very well. They put the ball in good areas, they challenged our defence consistently, and made it very difficult for us.
I asked about the messages that the players were working with on those first days. You talk about not adapting and not identifying the condition, not playing the conditions well. Was there a lack of communication about that? Is it just up to the players to be able to identify that themselves when they get out there? How can you improve that?
I think, as I said, we were put under pressure from some good bowling, and we weren't able to absorb that and then reapply it until probably too late on in the innings. And sometimes you've got to hold your hand up and say that we were outplayed. On those first 2 days we were.
No?
You benefited a lot from some of the drop catches by the West Indies, particularly early on in the match. But then there were some probably uncharacteristic errors from your guys as well. What do you put that down to, and how much of a focus does fielding become for the next day?
Yeah, we always know how crucial it is. You've got to take your chances in Test cricket. when you get to this level, if you give guys opportunities, they generally go on and hurt you. And it's a strange test match. There's been so many catches go down. It's hard to put your finger on it. It's not always the easiest viewing ground. I'm not trying to make excuses, but that's something that is the case here at Headingley. But we have to be better. We know that taking early wickets and taking opportunities to put sides under pressure is a massive part in winning test matches, and we weren't good enough to do that this week.
John and Tom.
Joe, early days still, but how does today rank in terms of the challenges you guys have got?
Yeah, it was tough. We at the start of the day we put them under pressure. We put the ball in good areas. We got early breakthroughs, and they built a very good partnership. And we lost that lateral movement. It didn't swing and seam as much as we anticipated it to, and maybe misbehave. The service didn't misbehave as much as we might have thought or have liked. But as I said, credit to the West Indies. They stuck in there. They played some good cricket, built some good partnerships, and made it very difficult for us.
You kept fairly positive, didn't you? Was there any temptation at any point to go really negative?
Yeah, there was, but I thought the best chance of slowing things down was to take wickets. And as the game progressed, wickets were the best way of us getting a result out of the fixture. And it would have been very easy to try and go 7-2, for example, and try and go 2 and over. But I wanted to take the positive option and try and put them under pressure by taking wickets.
Joe, Ben Stokes got a demerit point in this match. He could miss a test match. A lot of people seem to think it's harsh, but what's your view on it? Do you have to have a word with your players about what they say, because it seems so forgiving at the moment in the ICC?
Yeah, he's obviously disappointed with himself for putting himself in that situation where they can fine him. You've got to be very careful now with all the stump mics and everything else that's around that can pick up on different things and little things like that. But got to take it on the chin, make sure we learn and we don't make those mistakes again as a side.
Finish with you. Joe, do you think this experience will make you less positive when it comes to declarations in future? Or will you continue to
Looking at it, no, I don't think it will. I think last night we were in a position where we could win the game. It was a fifth-day wicket, and maybe slightly misread it from the surface. But looking at two guys that have taken nearly 900 Test wickets between them, and the rest of the bowlers that we have available on a fifth-day pitch, I thought we had a great opportunity to win the game. And as I said, credit to the West Indies; they played really well today.
Is there anything with Ben with near anything to be any bonfire?
No, Ben's fine. Different parts of the day, you want to look for how you're going to get your wickets, and he only got 5 overs, and maybe that was something that, looking back personally, could have gone slightly differently. When I thought about bringing him on, there was also opportunities to try and bring Stuart and Jimmy back, where you're looking at guys that have taken, as I said, 900 Test wickets. Your senior bowlers stand up and make the breakthrough for you, and that might be something for me to learn as well.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.